The denizens of Palm Beach, long used to partying billionaires, are bracing themselves today for an event the like of which few will have ever witnessed before. For this afternoon we'll see the much-anticipated mega nuptials between Brooklyn Beckham, the 23-year-old son of David and Victoria, and his bride Nicola Peltz, 27, whose billionaire father owns the Wendy's burgers chain, among other interests. It's an event which has it all. Held over 3 days, with 3 wedding dresses, 3 wedding planners and 3 enormous marquees, it started with a dinner on Friday night, and will finish with a lavish lunch tomorrow. While some may grouse about the optics of the occasion, the post-COVID world is in the grip of a massive economic downturn. While atrocities are ripping apart Eastern Europe, the wedding is being heralded as a long, unfettered and joyful display of excess for that lucky 0.1% for whom times are very good indeed. Here, from the guests to the calorie-counted buffet, the mail brings you the order of service for the wedding where budget is a foreign word. Huge marquees have been erected in the grounds of actress Nicola Peltz's family home in Palm Beach, Florida, ahead of her Saturday wedding to David and Victoria Beckham's son Brooklyn. The sprawling oceanfront estate, owned by Nicola's parents Nelson and Claudia, boasts 2 large properties, a swimming pool and tennis and basketball courts. Mail Online has learned that a chopper has been prepared in one of the 3 massive white tented structures set up for Saturday's marriage on the oceanfront lawn. Preparations for Brooklyn and Nicola Peltz's £3 million wedding ceremony on Saturday are well underway at the Peltz family mansion. Brooklyn Beckham spent some downtime with his younger siblings Cruz and Harper at Nicola Peltz's family home on Friday, just 1 day before his wedding to his actress fiancé. His brother Cruz, 17, was also seen driving a club car across the sprawling 44,000 square feet estate with a friend as they joined Brooklyn and Harper for the day. Pictured, Brooklyn Beckham, as he confirmed his lavish engagement to fiancée Nicola Peltz. Exciting, preparations were well underway for Brooklyn Beckham's wedding at Nicola Peltz's £76 million family home in Florida on Thursday. Guests including Gordon Ramsay, Dave Gardner, and Phil Neville are expected to attend the couple's £3 million ceremony. Brooklyn is understood to have signed a prenuptial agreement with his heiress bride-to-be Nicola. The £380 million fortune of Brooklyn's parents is dwarfed by the estimated £1.3 billion wealth of Miss Peltz's financier father Nelson. The Beckhams have touched down in Miami and are spending time on their luxury £5 million yacht ahead of the wedding. Frocks, food, flowers. Nicola's gowns, all by Pierpaolo Piccioli at Valentino, were selected by the bride from the atelier in Rome, although everyone is expecting further looks over the weekend too, with something from mother-in-law Victoria's struggling fashion line surely getting a look in. The flowers, said to be all white and in insane profusion, are courtesy of Rishi Patel at HMR Designs, who embellished the 2021 wedding of Bill Gates's daughter Jennifer. Tables and outdoor furniture are coming from Pablo Oliveira at New Age Designs, who looked after Chelsea Clinton's nuptials. From the middle of last week, trucks started to arrive in Palm Beach, and police were patrolling the vicinity of the estate. The marquees are of a size usually rented for trade fairs. Each could comfortably hold 1,000 people, and there are 3 of them on the lawn at the Peltz's £76 million estate. The largest will apparently hold a dance floor where rapper Snoop Dogg is going to DJ. The food is apparently being provided by Miami chef Cherry Zambit, who has previously cooked for former US President Bill Clinton. No-show, Jerry Horner, 49, is reportedly not attending the wedding this weekend, instead heading to Australia with husband Christian. Superstars. Spice Girls fans' hopes of a reunion of all 5 band members attending at the ceremony have been dashed, with the girls last pictured together in 2018. Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz are walking down the aisle in Palm Beach this weekend. And ahead of their lavish £3 million nuptials, the smitten couple have taken part in a very revealing Mr. and Mrs. game for British Vogue. In a video shared by the publication on Wednesday. Big day. Aerial photographs taken at the Peltz estate on Friday showed 3 huge marquees erected on the beachfront, while 2 smaller tents were also put up elsewhere on the sprawling complex. Dietary choices include the usual vegan and vegetarian options, but also stretch to allergy-specific choices and even a light option, which comes in underneath a certain calorie-counted ceiling. The magazine deal. In true 21st century fashion, Vogue magazine has photographers and videographers on hand to document every moment. A source said, "It's a nice event, not too big, it will be black tie. There is heavy security and the hundreds of guests have been asked not to share pictures of the bride and groom, as they have an exclusive arrangement with Vogue, who will put pictures up on their website. Lots of the guests are bringing their own hair and makeup artists, it's that sort of event." David Beckham with sons Brooklyn, Cruz and Romeo. The gushing groom Brooklyn Beckham had some footballing ambitions, but was released by Arsenal when he was 15. He studied photography at a private London sixth form, before choosing to attend the prestigious Parsons School in New York. However, he returned to the UK in 2018 after a year of the 4-year course amid talk of being homesick, and eventually took up an internship with the photographer Rankin. He gave up that job in order to move to New York with Nicola, and has since started a career as a budding chef and food influencer, posting short videos on Facebook. Brooklyn announced the engagement on social media thus: "2 weeks ago, I asked my soulmate to marry me, and she said yes XX, I am the luckiest man in the world. I promise to be the best husband and best daddy one day. Love you baby XX." On groom's side, along with a full flush of Spice Girls, there will David's best friend Dave Gardner, and Gordon and Tana Ramsey and their 5 children. Victoria's sister Louise and her daughter Libby are already in Miami, as are Victoria's parents Tony and Jackie. David's parents Sandra and Ted will also be there, along with his sister Jo. Brooklyn's brothers Romeo and Cruz will be groomsmen, the bride's brother Brandon will be man of honor, and Harper Beckham, 10, will be a bridesmaid. The bride's maternal grandmother Bunny will be maid of honor. Madonna's son Rocco Ritchie, a childhood friend of Brooklyn's, has been invited, and model Gigi Hadid, a childhood friend of Nicola, is also expected to attend. Other guests at the event will include David Grutman, the king of Miami nightlife. The Beckhams have become friends of his recently. They have a large apartment in Miami, bought after David founded the football team Inter Miami in 2018. Beckham's coach at Inter Miami is pal Phil Neville, and Phil and his brother Gary and their families will be at the wedding. Eccentric relatives. Every wedding has one guest who is a little unusual, and the Peltz family has a corker in the shape of Chandy, the bride's aunt. Chandy is a former belly dancer and Hare Krishna devotee, who was adopted by the mega-rich heiress Doris Duke in 1988. Duke believed Chandy was the reincarnation of her daughter, who in 1940. She was Duke's companion and said that the heiress promised to support her for the rest of the life in the style she had enjoyed, although, sadly, the women fell out eventually. After Duke, there was a lawsuit over the Duke fortune, which saw Chandy awarded $65 million. Chandy said during the legal action that she had arranged $5.3 million in bail money to be paid for Duke's friend Imelda Marcos, the disgraced former First Lady of the Philippines. Chandy now runs a horse farm in Hawaii. The Trump issue. An eccentric not expected to attend, however, is Donald Trump, a close neighbor of Nelson Peltz, and for many years a close friend as well. Peltz gave money to the Trump presidential campaign, and even hosted a $10 million fundraiser at the Palm Beach home, where the wedding is taking place, although he distanced himself from Trump after the storming of the U.S. Capitol building in 2021. However, in order not to ruffle millennial sensibilities, it seems Trump is not on the list. Claudia, 67, left, is a former model and Nelson Peltz's wife, pictured with daughter Nicola. Local newspaper columnist Leslie Abravanel, a longtime watcher of the Florida social elite, said, "Trump is going to be dying to come, but there is no way that the kinds of celebrities who will be there would let him come. He would pray to be photographed with these people. Snoop Dogg would probably punch him in the face. The whole thing is nutty." I've not seen anything